Today we'll discuss a very simple yet very important theorem in mathematics in circles, and that is Descartes' theorem of kissing circles. Now, René Descartes, he said that for every 4 kissing, that is mutually tangent circles, the radius of circles, they satisfy a certain quadratic equation. So this theorem is applicable when we have 4 circles and when they're mutually tangent to each other at 6 distinct points. Now say in the given figure, we have 3 circles 1, 2 and 3. They touch each other, and circle 4 and 5, they also touch the 3 given circles. Now Descartes' theorem can be defined in terms of circle's curvature. Now curvature is defined as k equals plus or minus 1 by r, where r is the radius of a circle. Now if the circle is externally tangent to other circles, then we'll use plus sign, otherwise we'll use minus sign. Now his theorem states that if there are 4 circles and their curvatures are k1, k2, k3 and k4 and they are mutually tangent to each other, then k1 plus k2 plus k3 plus k4 whole square is equal to 2 times k1 square plus k2 square plus k3 square plus k4 square. So generally we are supposed to find the radius of the 4th circle. Now this equation, it can be easily converted into a quadratic equation in k4, and if we'll solve the roots of the equation, then we'll get k4 equals k1 plus k2 plus k3 plus minus twice under root k1 k2 plus k2 k3 plus k3 k1. So this plus minus sign indicates that generally there are 2 solutions. This theorem is also applicable in the case of a degenerate circle, that is a straight line. So if I have a straight line which touches 2 given circles, and suppose I have to find a circle which touches the straight line and the 2 given circles, then also I can use Descartes' theorem for kissing circles. For a straight line, we assume that radius of the circle is infinite, and for that the value of k will be 0. So assuming k to be 0, we can still use Descartes' theorem of kissing circles. Let us take up an example. Now the question says there are 3 circles of same radius r and they touch each other externally. We have to find the radius of a circle which touches all the 3 circles. So I am given 3 circles. And they are the same radius r and they touch each other externally. Now we have to find the radius of the circle which touches all the 3 circles. So there can be a circle which externally touches all the 3 circles, and there can be a circle which touches all the 3 circles internally also. Now because all the 3 circles, they touch each other externally, here the curvature can be defined as k1 equals k2 equals k3, and that is equal to plus 1 upon r. Now Descartes' theorem states that k4 is equal to k1 plus k2 plus k3 plus minus twice under root of k1 k2 plus k2 k3 plus k3 k1. So if I'll put the value of k1 k2 and k3, I'll get k4 as 3 upon r plus minus twice under root of 3 upon r square. So I can write it as 3 plus or minus twice under root 3 upon r. Now if I'll take plus sign, I'll get k4 as 3 plus 2 root 3 upon r. Now if I'll take the reciprocal, I can find the radius of the 4th circle. So in that case, r4 will be given by r upon 3 plus 2 root 3. And if I'll take root 3 common, I can write it as root 3, and this is 2 plus root 3. And if I rationalize, I can write it as 2 minus root 3r upon under root 3. So in this case, it will represent radius of the circle which touches the given circles externally, that is the radius of this smaller circle. Now we'll take minus sign. In that case, I'll get this k4 as 3 minus 2 root 3 upon r. Now in this case, this curvature is negative. So it represents that this circle, it is going to touch the given circles internally. So if I have to find radius, so I can write r4 as r upon, and I need to change the sign because radius has to be positive. So I can write as twice root 3 minus 3. So again, I'll take root 3 common. So this is 2 minus root 3. Again, I'll rationalize. So in that case, the value of r4 is r into 2 plus root 3 by root 3. Now in this case, this r4, it represents radius of the larger circle. Now in this question, it says there are 3 circles C, C1 and C2 and their radiuses are 5, 3 and 2 respectively. If C1 and C2 touch externally, so we have 2 circles which touch each other externally, and then there is another circle C which touches the given circles internally. So we have 3 circles that touch each other. Now there is another circle C3 which touches C1 and C2 externally and C internally. So there is another circle which touches C internally and C1, C2 externally. We have to find the radius of this third circle. Now we know that in this case, K1 will be positive, so it will be 1 upon R1, and which is 1 by 3. K2 will be positive, so it will be 1 by R2, and there will be 1 by 2 because they touch each other externally. Now K3 is the curvature of the circle that we have to find. And suppose I'll say curvature of this outer circle is K4, and because this circle touches them internally, so it will be negative. So it will be minus 1 upon R. So there will be minus 1 by 5. Now if we use Descartes' theorem, I can write K3 as K3 equals K1 plus K2 plus K4 plus minus twice under root K1 K2 K2 K4 K4 K1. So now I'll put the value of K1 K2 and K4. So I'll get K3 as 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 5 plus minus twice under root. This is 1 by 6 minus 1 by 10 and minus 1 by 15. So if I'll take LCM, 30. So this is 10 plus 15 minus 6, and this is plus minus twice. And here again it will be 30, 5, 3 and 2. So I'll get K3 as 25 minus 6 is 19 by 30 and plus minus 0. So from here I can say the value of R3 is 30 by 19. So there is only one circle possible in this case, and the radius of that circle is given by 30 by 19 units. Now let us consider the case of a degenerate circle. So in this case, we have 2 circles of radius R1 and R2, and R1 is greater than R2. Now we have to find the radius of a circle which touches both the circle externally and also their direct common tangent. So in this case, we have 2 circles. Radius of first circle is R1, radius of second circle is R2. Now we don't have a third circle, but we have a straight line, and we know that straight line is a degenerate circle. So in this case, R3 will be infinite and K3 will be 0, and we have to find the radius of the smaller circle. Now using Descartes' theorem, we can write K equals K1 plus K2 plus K3 plus minus twice under root k1 k2 plus k2 k3 plus k3 k1. Now k1 is 1 upon r1 will be positive, k2 is 1 upon r2 again will be positive, and k3 is 0. So I can write k as 1 upon r1 plus 1 upon r2 plus 0 and plus minus twice under root of 1 upon r1 r2 and plus 0 plus 0. So if I take LCM, I can write it as r1 r2 and this is r2 plus r1 plus minus twice under root r1 r2. So I can write k as under root of r1 square plus under root of r2 square plus minus twice under root of r1 r2 upon r1 r2. So I can write it as under root of r1 plus minus under root of r2 whole square upon r1 r2. So that is the radius of the circle can be written as r1 r2 upon under root of r1 plus minus under root of r2 whole square. Now radius of this smaller circle will be less than r1 and r2. Now in this case it is possible when we will take plus sign. So that is the value of r should be r1 r2 upon under root r1 plus under root r2 whole square. So the radius of a circle which touches both the circles externally and their direct common tangent is given by r1 r2 upon under root r1 plus under root r2 whole square. So that is the answer to this question.